Song's for Laura Johnson, if she's on there. She had asked for it, and it's one of those songs that I used to know years and years ago. So it's an old Bob Dylan song called Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Yeah, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Where have you been, my darling young one? I stumbled on the sides of 12 misty mountains. Well, I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. I stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. Well, I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. It's a hard rain gonna fall. Well, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? What did you see, my darling young one? Saw newborn babies, wild wolves all around you. Saw highway diamonds with nobody on them. And I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with their hammers bleeding. I saw a white ladder all covered with water. Saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. It's a hard rain gonna fall. Well, what did you hear, my blue-eyed son? And what did you hear, my darling young one? Heard the sound of the thunder that roared out a warning. Heard the roar of a wave that could drown the whole world. Heard 100 drummers, their hands were blazing. I heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening. Heard go saved and the souls of the children. It's a hard rain gonna fall. Well, who did you meet, my blue-eyed son? Yeah, who did you meet, my darling young one? I met a young child beside a dead pony, and I met a wild man who walked a black dog. I met a young girl whose body was burning, and I met a young girl who gave me a rainbow. Well, I met a young man, he was wounded in hatred, and I met another man who was wounded in love. And it's a hard rain gonna fall. I remember we were listening to this song in the locker room at Concord Carlisle before a football game once, and Dickie Damari got all pissed off at us, me and Kenny Damon and John Hensley, for playing Bob Dylan for psych music, and he made us put on Aerosmith. You know, I'd be out there in the middle of a football game and, you know, getting in the huddle, and I'd always be thinking about this song. Well, what do you do now, my blue-eyed son? Yeah, what do you do now, my darling young one? Well, I'm going out before the rain starts falling. Well, I walk to the middle of the deepest dark forest, where the people are many and their hands are all empty, where the pellets of poison are flooding their waters, with a home in the valley meets the damp, dirty prison, and the executioner's face is always well hidden. If hunger is ugly, where the souls are forgotten, where black is the color and none is the number, I'll tell it and speak it and think it and breathe it and reflect from the mountain so all souls can see it. And I'll stand on the ocean until I start sinking. I'll know my song well before I start singing. It's a hard, and it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rain gonna fall.